first podium finish of the season, but it's Piastri who improves from the front row to the win, and he succeeds his mentor Mark Webber, the first Australian driver to lead the championship in 15 years.
Well done everyone. It was a little bit more difficult to start than I had hoped for, but yeah, very, very well done. Car was great. Dirty air not so much, but I'm glad the dirty air's not lapping people, so well done everybody. Massive 3 weeks, and let's keep it going. Got a lot of fun to have this year.
Oscar Piastri taking his third win of the season and his fifth career win in Formula One, beating Max Verstappen by 2.8 seconds. Ferrari's third podium of the campaign, scored by Charles Leclerc in third. At race 5, a change. Piastri on top, and he is providing the talking points after another Grand Prix.
Dit is het moment om in te halen. Van team, spaarheid en budgetteren. Go. Reis met dezelfde winnen. Krijg toegang tot andere lichtwerk. Pak je voorsprong. Samen met 70 miljoen andere economieplannen.
And the Miami Grand Prix is underway. A good reaction time for the top three. It's Max Verstappen holding the lead, but he locks up. And Lando Norris is going to have the chance to get on the power. The two rivals are side by side. And Verstappen through a defensive shape, roaring around the outside. The second place is Kimi Antonelli, and he'll be challenging for the lead because Verstappen had to go super defensive. But Verstappen got his elbows out and maintains P1.
Elbows out indeed. I said the grip level would be low, and I think everyone's just found that in the opening corners.
Lando Norris down to 6th position, tried to go for the lead, lost out. Verstappen, Antonelli and Piastri, then Russell and Albon, your top 5.
Yeah, Verstappen only knows ruthless defence, and that's exactly what he put on Norris once again, sweeping through turn 2 there. So he covers off the inside line, but that puts him on the slippy stuff. And there he has the lock-up. Now he's desperate for some traction. They're side by side. But I think that'll be okay for Verstappen. I don't think Lando was significantly ahead coming around the outside there. And he never really got to an apex point at turn 2.
And I can tell you that they've looked at it and they've gone no further action for the drama at the start of the Grand Prix.
There is Lawson appearing on the outside and doing there right over the curb. There's not much more that Jack could have done, to be honest, there.
Kimi Antonelli, 6th place finisher in the Formula 2 Championship last year, junior champion on multiple occasions, but under pressure right now for 2nd place in the Grand Prix. And the championship leader, Oscar Piastri, roars on by and takes 2nd place. And Lando Norris is trying to do the same thing and does so. He's up to P5. The two Williams have swapped around the order that they started this Grand Prix, and let's see whether they'll be allowed to race. They will, and Carlos Sainz is taking the position back that he lost at the start. This could be epic, and it is a wide moment for Russell. Open the door for Lando Norris, and that is some way to take 4th position in the race. Max Verstappen is trying to hang on to the race lead. He did so. Lando Norris, though, is improving. Another position recovered, and Lando Norris is 3rd in the race. He's still a contender in this one. This is Fernando Alonso, and round he goes.
Fernando Alonso, is it? He's having a difficult weekend and just looping it on his own.
The Australian driver, the man from Melbourne, closing in on a rival for the title. Again, it's super defensive move for Max Verstappen. Again, he's trying to go all the way around the outside. He won't be given room. The door closed in his face. What a scrap for the lead. We'll go back to the battle for the lead because we're going to go side by side again. Max Verstappen positioning the car, but how many corners can he keep this up? Again, he checks the mirrors. Again, he sees Oscar Piastri closer than he's ever been before. The world champion versus the championship leader into the first turn. It's late on the brakes for Max Verstappen. He keeps the lead for the moment, but Piastri powers by, and Oscar Piastri takes the lead.
Brakes and obviously fuses.
He was sending it in super late to try and hold that inside line. He was sending it in from offline as well.
Had That is Albon going by, and we currently believe that they were told not to race each other, and he's got P6 in the order at the moment. Norris trying to improve to make it a 1-2, stays on the outside line, also wants the first turn. Max Verstappen in the Navy Red Bull knows that he is struggling with the brakes, he's struggling to keep the mighty McLarens behind, and is it going to be a 1-2? Will it be another late braking move? Again they're wheel to wheel, again there's nothing between them, and again evasive action needs to be taken in the opening corners of the lap for Lando Norris. And I think we're going to get another battle live, because Lando Norris is the closest that he's ever been, and this time he's got the inside line. Lando Norris dives to the inside at turn 11, but he made the move off the road. Will Max Verstappen be complaining about that one? Lando Norris is up to second position, but did he keep all four wheels off the road? And Max Verstappen's nearly into the back of Lando Norris. Extraordinary couple of corners. He goes late on the brakes. Lando Norris saw that one coming.
He let him go. He let him go because I think he was over track limit.
He went up himself, all drove to be off the track, so I need that position back.
This is surely the moment for Lando Norris to take the place and improve to second position. He does so. He keeps the car on the road as he makes the pass, and now he will go chasing after his teammate. And is that an engine failure? Is that a technical problem for Oliver Behrman, who is pulling off?
Virtual safety car is deployed.
Let's listen in. Good night.
An old school engine failure then, isn't it, for Ollie Behrman?
Bankieren, sparen en budgetteren. Go. Reis met je geld de wereld over. Krijg toegang die anderen niet krijgen. Pak je voorsprong. Samen met 70 miljoen andere Revolut-klanten.
So virtual safety car is ending now. Russell's in the pits. It's a really bad stop for Mercedes though.
As Russell comes out of the pit lane, and you can see the Red Bull is right there. Max Verstappen has been jumped by George Russell. Let's join another battle on track then. Here we go with Antonelli and Alex Albon. Williams having an incredible day out there. It might be about to get even better right now. Albon trying to get through. He allows Antonelli to go deep, and he takes the position away. Fantastic stuff as Sainz gets past Charles Leclerc at turn number 1 as well. Williams having a dream couple of corners. Virtual safety car is out again.
Second power unit retirement in a matter of laps, really.
The green flag will fly once again, and Miami International Autodrome and Carlos Sainz, who passed the Ferrari a couple of laps ago, will be under big pressure. Will he be given room? He'll have to be given room, and Hamilton will try and pick up the pieces if they get much closer. This is super tight between the Williams and the Ferrari, but the DRS belongs to Charles Leclerc, and the corner. Oh, Hamilton's gonna get both of them! No, just through on Carlos Sainz. I thought we were in for a repeat of Silverstone in 2022. And the Australian driver will see the checkered flag first. Oscar Piastri wins the Miami Grand Prix. 3 Grand Prix victories in a row. It's a 1-2 for the team. Timing the virtual safety car crucial, but Russell converts and he beats Max Verstappen to the line. Verstappen in 4th, and we're racing all the way to the end. The former Ferrari man and the man who replaced him bagging wheels in the final corners. Antonelli was 6th, then it was 7th for Charles Leclerc, and Hamilton hangs on to P8. Lakes End, Hamilton turns in. We're definitely in the land that gave us the phrase rubbing is racing, and in the end it changes.
Little bit clumsy, that one from Sainz.
He moved to me under brake in there.
And it was Lando last year. It's Oscar in 2025 taking home the largest trophy on Sunday. It's a special place to be, and it's celebrations for McLaren once again. We're heading to Imola next, and then on to Monaco, then to Spain with another triple header ahead of us. We go racing in 5 lights time. And the Grand Prix is underway. Good launch off the line. Rob holds it to Oscar Piastri, but also George Russell as well, who's alongside Max Verstappen. It's going to be close. Momentarily, he's up to second place, but Russell backs out of it. And Verstappen roars around the outside to take the lead in spectacular fashion.
One of the incredible turn one, lap one passes there from Verstappen. First of all, looked like Russell was going to have him. He had the better launch. Max said, no way, mate. And then went and took the race lead as well from under Oscar Piastri's nose. That was incisive and utterly brilliant.
Punching a hole in his own ear, Verstappen, but he's also got a clean sight of the braking. And I suspect even Verstappen didn't know he was going to do that until he knew he was going to do it.
Russell has by far the best start, and without Oscar here defending the inside, George was going to sneak past both of them, but actually has to just get out of it right there.
Piastri, what was he doing?
And this is getting very close between Charles Leclerc, who's looking to the inside of Pirotella, and he gets through. Gasly off the racetrack, bouncing through the gravel, losing positions. Leclerc up to 9th position. Hadjar gains 10th, and then it's Antonelli now at 11th. Hamilton is 12th, and Bortoleto squeezes by. Gasly chose to try and hang on and paid the price. And this is getting very close. Well, this is 0.3 of a second, turning into 0.2 of a second. It's a narrow racetrack, so it's easy to hug that inside line and not compromise your rotation around the corners. But you can see that having to go to the inside has given Lando Norris a chance. There are cars with no, and he was doing a bit of lawn mowing heading down to the Villeneuve chicane. With Lando Norris up against George Russell. Now there's a lot of momentum, but again, no opportunity. So trying the different lines once more, but it's going to have to be a bold move into the second chicane. Lando Norris out of the slipstream. Can he go around the outside and pinch the apex first? He can! Another great overtake in this Grand Prix as Lando Norris has third place in the race.
Norris has upped his own pace. I still don't think it's enough to cover off Leclerc at this rate.
So a slow stop for Oscar Piastri by modern Formula One standards. 3.6 seconds, not ideal for him. Charles Leclerc making his way through the traffic like Oscar Piastri is. Pats on the back there after the slightly slow stop for Oscar Piastri. Looked a lot quicker for Lando Norris. Was a lot quicker for Lando Norris. Ocon in the Haas pulls over. The virtual safety car saves you 10 seconds on the price of your pit stop.
This is Toza, just listen. Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it? It's a full-on mechanical failure of the power unit.
Banchine, Spa en budgettering. Go. Reis met je geld binnen. Krijg wat de anderen niet krijgen. Pak je voorsprong. Samen met 70 miljoen andere revolutieland.
They've got a massive margin to get this car serviced and out now for Red Bull. This will be the most comfortable pit stop. They should have a season to retain a race lead under the VSC. So, Leclerc's pitted again. Russell's in again for a second stop as well. So in Sainz, all the early pitters are going again because they realise this is a chance to get a cheap pit stop.
Alex Albon has emerged in 4th position. It is Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Albon and Hadjar. So Oscar Piastri, having come in earlier on, comes in for a fresh set of tyres and gets back into the race. And it's going to be Albon who moves into 3rd position in the classification, still behind the virtual safety car. Lewis Hamilton looking for the move that he's been seeking all Grand Prix, and he powers past Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton on the medium, able to get by and up to P6. So he's got a great run in the slipstream as they build up to 190 miles per hour. Hadjar checks in the left mirror. And who's there? He's Racing Hero, who's going by Hamilton up to 5th position. Alex Albon hasn't been on the podium for 5 years in Formula One, and Oscar Piastri takes that dream away. It's been a great campaign for Williams so far, but Albon not able to resist, or maybe choosing not to resist. Either way, Piastri up to 3rd position.
I got an issue. Okay, copy.
Well, the local hero will not see the checkered flag. He parks up on lap 46 of 63. Kimi Antonelli requires a full safety car.
Verstappen obviously has the free choice of pit stop, so does Norris. In they come.
But we need to stay out. We don't have a tyre that can do to the end.
Oscar Piastri is ahead of Lando Norris. Wait for the line. Oh, who got there? Who got there first? Lando Norris is third. As he uses a lot of the curve, and Piastri checks the mirror to see where the car behind is rather than the car ahead. Max Verstappen takes us back to full racing speed, building up to 190 miles per hour, and Piastri unable to put any pressure on at all. He's in second and diving to the inside, thinking about the move is Charles Leclerc. And will we now see the fresher tyres come into play? Change of position, and Lewis Hamilton sweeps on by. That wasn't much of a contest. That will give him encouragement. He was able to go straight past George Russell. The McLarens are bound to go wheel to wheel. Lando Norris trying to go past Oscar Piastri, the only driver ahead of him in the World Championship, round the outside of his teammate. Not much margin, but the move complete. And Norris is able to get by into second position. Piastri stays in the wheel tracks, but there's no way through. And Lando Norris is the lead McLaren in the race. Alex Albon's got a great chance. Never higher than P5 in a Grand Prix this year. Trying to be careful around the outside and into the gravel. Albon rejoins and Lewis Hamilton will get by around the outside using the curve as they head to the Villeneuve chicane. And it could have been fourth. It's sixth position for Albon as Hamilton goes through to fifth.
Let's join it on board with Albon, who's ahead coming into the corner.
Albon first.
How much will Charles Leclerc fight his teammate? It was an absolutely awful Saturday, but it's been a highlight reel for the two cars. The two teammates will not scrap it out, and Lewis Hamilton goes from P6 to P5 to P4 in a couple of laps.
Leclerc's been told to give back the position here to Albon.
We're on the final lap of the Grand Prix, and Alex Albon is able to get by. Charles Leclerc listens to the team instruction. Albon will score a third, fifth place of the campaign. And Max Verstappen will return to the top step of the podium. 4 victories in a row at Imola. Max Verstappen wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. He beats Lando Norris by 6.1 seconds. It is 2 McLarens on the podium once again.
Grande Max. Nice shot, mate. Nice shot.
Wow, Max. 400 races and you've won it. Brilliant, brilliant drive, brilliant weekend. Well done, mate. You really, really dominated that race.
Yeah, exactly that. Brilliant weekend. That was a fantastic execution all round. Thank you very much. And yeah, not bad on our 400 race.
We know that McLaren will always be there, and Max Verstappen is keeping his name within the championship fight. It's another Max Verstappen victory in Formula One as the champagne sprays. Our top 3 in the World Championship are separated by 22 points, fewer than the prize we give out, 25, for winning a Grand Prix. Here come the lights for the Monaco Grand Prix. And Formula One goes racing on the streets of Monaco. Good launch off the line for second place run. Charles Leclerc close between Norris and Charles Leclerc. Piastri and Verstappen were very close as well in the Sainte-Devote, but the positions have held as we climb the hill. Charles Leclerc all over the back of the McLaren. He's giving it everything, but he hasn't got the room. And Norris keeps the lead into Casino Square. Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Verstappen, and Hajjar are your top 5.
The question is, has that lockup wasn't enough to give him a flat spot? That will give him an uncomfortable ride. And Verstappen, actually a little bit cautious. He was on the outside of Piastri, but then backed out of it. He's learned that Piastri will not give him space.
Bortoleto going around the outside of Antonelli, and that is a move done for position there. Rookie on rookie, and the Mercedes moves backwards, up the inside again.
Into the wall. It was brilliant, and then it was in the barriers. Bortoleto going racing around the streets of Monaco, and he had no more room at Portier. Bortoleto's got it out of the barrier, and that is crucial because there was no train at Portier corner.
This is lovely from him. He's round the outside. Antonelli's given him the space and has not made it hard. But at some point, you have to say the guy is right up the inside here. There is Antonelli. You've got to see that coming.
Give me a push me out.
With We've got a yellow flag on lap 9 of 78 of the Monaco Grand Prix. We've got Hulkenberg all over the Williams. But what has happened to Gasly, who's tumbling down the order here? And that is why Gasly, who was going potentially in very close combat with the other cars, has ripped a wheel off, and for only the second time in his Formula 1 career in the Principality, he will not score. He's trying to get it back, but he's out.
Over it. Spa en Brigitte. Go. Reis met je grote wereld. Tijd die anderen niet kennen. Pak je voorsprong samen met 70 miljoen andere revolutieplannen.
We're going to go on board and see what happens to Gasly in the dirty air of Sonoda.
Yeah, it's Yuki Tsunoda ahead. No brakes, no front left, brace over.
He's hit the brakes as he's gone over the crest and the bumps, and then he's had a bit of a rear moment, and with the dirty air as well, he's just gone into the back of Tsunoda. Oh, he's almost into the path of his teammate on the exit.
Oh, it's going to need some intervention there. That's a new belt chicane.
There's got to be a safety car. That was close. Piastri's trying to go around it.
We've got no intervention. The race isn't neutralised at all. Piastri trying to avoid the debris, super slow off the new belt chicane. There's a front wing on the racetrack. You would normally expect the race to be neutralised.
So yellow's clearly been waved. He's backed off, as are the rules, and then green ahead.
Probably just about okay. Probably just about okay. I don't think Max was alongside him. He was just behind.
Hadjar comes in, trying to take advantage.
Hadjar and Lawson and Racing Bulls are playing the absolute game of sacrifice with Lawson to make sure Hadjar gets as high up as he can. This is really clever from Racing Bulls. Hadjar emerges in 8th. That's fantastic for Racing Bulls. There's Lawson, he's backed off, he's done the team job. He can now go up, make a second stop, and he's 8th without any stops. Everyone else just needs to make 2.
Push now, Fernando. I know I haven't given you a kick phone, but just keep pushing now. I'm going to cover Hamilton.
Push now!
Ooh, that touched a nerve.
Yeah, did, because you have to bring the hard tyres in a certain way, and of course he's got Hadjar 2.2 seconds in front of him. In comes Hamilton.
He can jump Hadjar here. He's just done a really quick lap, a 1 minute 14.9, whilst Hadjar is on a 17.1.
Back out, crucially, with track position. That's what he was looking for. Keep it within the white line. He did so. Hamilton is ahead of Hadjar.
Hence Alonso's frustration. That is what he wanted, that nice pit stop, clear space, and off he goes. Hadjar's already made another pit stop, and in he comes to get that second and final one out of the way. He'll stay ahead of Lawson.
Hadjar having a party around the streets of Monaco at the moment. It could not have worked out better, but when you qualify 5th as a rookie in the Principality and your teammate is behind, the Faenza-based team have played that one to perfection. They have pulled off the strategy that so many were talking about.
Second and final one out of the way. He'll stay.
I should feel like Monaco Grand Prix 1972.
A race won by BRM, Jean-Pierre Beltois, back in 1972.
Oh, check out the big brain on Brad.
I've read it off the wall. I won't lie.
Is that Fernando Alonso?
Fernando Alonso with smoke out of the back of the car, and he's parked it up at Casse, his Monaco Grand Prix, which looks set to reward him with his first points finish of the year, will end on lap 38.
Yeah, retire the car. Smoke.
We go on board with a big slide.
Rush of the barrier for the car in 3rd position. Let's have a look. This is George Russell. The Williams is ahead, so is the Nouvelle Chicane, and he chooses to try and get alongside. That was lap 49. We'll tick on to lap 50.
Avoiding slammed on the brakes.
So we need to give that position back to Albon.
Can't take the penalty. He's driving erratically.
It's not a 10-second for George Russell. It's a drive-through, which will be 20 seconds for his race time. Oh, and we've got the same thing again. So the second Mercedes has done it. Will Antonelli feather back the throttle? No, he goes by as well, and so it could be 2 drive-throughs, and the Mercedes had to wait for a long time. These are elite drivers who are being backed up, and Antonelli does give the place back. They don't want 2 drive-throughs at Mercedes.
Yeah, Max is just backing me up.
and just keep even pushing.
There's a race win if the successful lunge is made here by Leclerc. There's going to have to be a lunge to do it.
This is not comfortable. Charles Leclerc getting very, very, very close to the back now. He's running right behind. In comes Verstappen. He will drop down to fourth in the order. Here's the stop. Norris leads. Leclerc second. Piastri in third. And Lando Norris will be ticking off the corners now. And they are iconic corners as he makes his way to the Nouvelle Chicane. He hears the horns in the harbour, heralding his win, chased all the way by Charles Leclerc. But when Max Verstappen pitted, he took the lead on the final lap, a lead that he had earned all the way through. And every driver dreams of this moment, leading the Monaco Grand Prix. On the last lap, Lando will join the legendary winners of this race. Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix. He wins the race by 3.1 seconds. A second podium at home for Charles Leclerc. Third position for Oscar Piastri, who comes across the line to secure the podium.
There you go. He won at Monaco, baby.
Monaco, baby! Yeah, baby!
We did it. Well done. We won at Monaco. That's a dream. Well done, guys. Unbelievable job. Amazing weekend. Thank you so much.
The second time this season, Lando Norris is a Grand Prix winner. For the first time ever in Monaco, it's Lando Norris heading to the top step of the podium. McLaren's first win in the Principality since 2008 with the great Lewis Hamilton. And Norris's first win.
Dit is het moment om in te halen. Want Spa en de Go. Reis met de grote wereld. Krijg toegang andere liefhebbers. Pak je voorstel samen met 70 miljoen andere evolutie.
Melbourne has closed down the gap in the World Championship to 3 points. And the Spanish Grand Prix is underway. We're racing to turn number one. Piastri is gone, and it's Verstappen who is moving in on Lando Norris for second place. George Russell trying to pinch to the inside. Max Verstappen is going to roll around Lando Norris and take second place in the Grand Prix. Down to third goes Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri leads. Antonelli was off the road and now rejoins. And it looked like Lewis Hamilton was able to sweep around the outside and get up the fourth. He did so. Russell was pinned to the inside in the exact opposite of a year ago. And it's Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton and Russell. Both Ferraris get past George Russell on the opening lap. Charles Leclerc following through Lewis Hamilton. Hold on a minute. Fernando Alonso trying to go wheel to wheel. Isaac Hadjar, Fernando Alonso racing at a part of the circuit where you never normally see it. Hadjar was ahead of Alonso going into that technical section, and the home favourite was trying everything to soar away at the back of the racing balls to get through, but instead he's left himself vulnerable to Hulkenberg, who's got a run on the home hero. Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton, Leclerc, then Russell and Antonelli, and through goes Hulkenberg up to the top 10. Alonso trying to be audacious, but it's cost him a place.
Yeah, you can understand why he went all in there as he looks for a
I don't believe I've just seen that. He wasn't going to take his line down. Hulkenberg retakes the position. Fernando Alonso putting on fireworks for the home fans. He tried to power around the outside of turn 3.
launched his start beautifully. Look at the Ferraris behind. They were ready, wheel to wheel as they're running, and then the action in the front. George Russell looking and thinking about the inside as Max sweeps it around Lando Norris, and Lando's heart would have sunk at that point. Not a great reaction and getaway for Lewis Hamilton, and look how close the Ferraris were. We saw Leclerc's wheels come up alongside Lewis Hamilton, and then Lewis flips it around the outside of George, who was locked in on the inside behind Lando.
They're nose to tail on the track right now, and they were so close to touching because Leclerc got a fantastic launch and was straight between Antonelli and at Hamilton immediately as Lawson has a little touch as well. Got away with that at the start of the race. But yeah, Leclerc's reactions were just blistering as he came through the Mercedes and his teammates.
We're on board here with Hulkenberg, cautious in the brakes, avoiding Constantina, but we saw as Lawson touched, then he had no choice but to take to the runoff area.
Across the line we go. Max Verstappen checking the left-hand mirror. Lando Norris coming closer and closer with the DRS, with the speed. Slam dunk move into turn number 1. The McLaren gets past the Red Bull. Norris gets past Verstappen, and it's a McLaren 1-2 at the Spanish Grand Prix. This is Fernando Alonso locking up and going off into the gravel.
Very unusual to see a mistake from Fernando.
No further action. He can retire from the Grand Prix. His torturous run is complete, and it's only the second time this season Alex Albon has failed to score points in a Formula 1 Grand Prix. Oh, contact again! Liam Lawson with more of it into turn 1.
Yeah, so this looks like a fairly late lunge, and well, look, for me, that was too little too late, and I think that the Haas, at a certain point, you have to stop looking in your mirrors and start looking at the apex. So let's see it from this angle, see if it's the case. He's got the DRS, yeah, look, I think that was a very optimistic move from Liam, where he's rather hoping that the Haas will go, oh, there's a car there, I'm going to suddenly move myself and give them space.
Third stop for Max.
They tried something different. They went to the 3 stop. They tried to get in McLaren's head, closed the gap down, got to a buffer of about 4 seconds, and Verstappen goes to the new rubber first.
Oh, that's a tough one there.
He's got his teammate ahead of him, who will leap out of the way best he can, and he does so. So that's all worked out rather nicely. Tsunoda's trying to keep Ocon at bay, and they're both a lap down. You can see Piastri's gone past, and that's the problem with cars battling in front of you, because now Norris is going to be losing time. These two having their own race. This is exactly the risk we were talking about before, and as they do that, Norris is losing time hand over fist, and Verstappen will need just the tiniest sniff to get involved. It's cars all over the road, but as we get through Norris's gap, look at it, it's down to 4/10 of a second. And that's what he thought of it.
Yellow flag out.
Oh, off the road goes Kimi Antonelli.
That engine is a telltale sign that it's not a mistake, it's a technical.
There are facilities to recover the car, but a full safety car has been deployed.
Piastri pits.
Norris in as well, and Verstappen comes into the pit lane. McLaren have maintained the 1-2 in the Grand Prix.
What is this tire?
Oh, that's the hard time, Max.
Why? Why is he on the hard?
That would be only option.
Spanje en budgetwereld. Go. Reis met geld de wereld. Krijg toegang die anderen niet krijgen. Pak je voorsprong samen met 70 miljoen andere Revolut-klanten.
Back to green flag racing. What sort of slipstream can Lando Norris get with his teammate ahead of Verstappen, and he drops it, and Charles Leclerc has to wait for the start-finish line, and does wait for the start-finish line to improve up the 3rd position. Verstappen tried to fire up the hard tyre, couldn't do so. Charles Leclerc goes through. Can George Russell make it by? Verstappen jumps over the road. It's Piastri, Norris, Charles Leclerc is 3rd. Charles Leclerc had to wait for the start-finish line, and there's the contact at high speed. He then checks the left-hand mirror. Oh my word, that was nearly Grand Prix over.
That was absolutely sensational car control for him to keep it out of the barriers. That would have been an almighty crash. There is side-to-side contact here.
Now watch this, an enormous speed between the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and they banged wheels, approaching 190 miles per hour.
Yeah, Verstappen not moving at all. Leclerc shifting to the left-hand side. There's a slight touch, and there's another touch then as Russell chanced his arm down the inside. I think they've all got away with it.
Max, can you let Russell through, please? Let Russell through.
No, obviously hot.
I advise us to let through.
Just left you off the road.
But that's the rules.
Oh, contact! Max Verstappen into the side of George Russell. We were hearing the advice not taken.
Good night, mate. Just pass it.
So Max has a slide and then looks like he's going to let George through. George is then on the outside, and wow.
Big hit into the side of the Mercedes.
So he's behind and then just doesn't turn. It has to be deliberate. It has to be.
And Hulkenberg has a run on Lewis Hamilton. Sauber that have only scored points once this year in the wheel tracks of a Ferrari. And he's going through to the inside to take P6. What is going on right now? A brilliant drive from Hulkenberg. And Alonso has got past. Alonso's got past Lawson, and he's finally going to get a point. What a Grand Prix finish! Drama everywhere you look. No dramas for Oscar Piastri, who wins his 5th Grand Prix of the year. Piastri takes the Spanish Grand Prix. It's a McLaren one too.
Checkered flag. What a race. What a weekend, mate. Really good.
Yep. When he said that based off last year, this weekend was going to be awesome, he weren't wrong.
In a race where so many were speculating we could have a resetting of the order, higher rules once again. Green flag at the back. Here come the lights. The Canadian Grand Prix is underway. George Russell gets the launch off the line that he was looking for. He will maintain the lead into turn number 1. Max Verstappen in second. Around the outside goes Kimi Antonelli. Outside line, trying to get to the inside. Remember, fresh new tyres for Oscar Piastri. Top 3 are as they were. Antonelli, will he go brave to the inside to try and take third? He does so, and he improves to put 2 Mercedes in the top 3. There was no opportunity for Max Verstappen to get by. It's Russell, then Verstappen, then Antonelli down a place. Goes on championship leader as Russell tries to break away. There was no change between Hamilton, Alonso, Norris and Leclerc. Colapinto gained a place, and Albon's trying to take it back. That's the battle you're looking at the moment. Can he get through? Colapinto wants to give it up, and Albon's off the road as a result. Rejoining, flat to the floor, cars everywhere, either side, and Hulkenberg's going to take 2 places. If he can get there, he does take 2 places on a frenetic opening lap. Colapinto and Albon fighting each other, and Hulkenberg was the benefit.
Really nipped and tucked, and then Kimi saw that wide opportunity. Look how much space actually he's giving everyone around him, and in the end he got a good enough drive off the second corner to claim the track position on the McLaren. He could have been around long enough to know what potentially was coming, and in the end he would have said thank you very much.
Thoughts on size reflex?
Not good. Really fragile.
Well, that information would point us towards is not a conscious effort from Red Bull to maintain a gap, and that Antonelli's pace at the moment is real. Antonelli, who set his 4th place time in qualifying on used tyres. You're on board with Lando Norris, second in last year's Grand Prix. Wide moment for Fernando Alonso. Norris trying to stand on the power and improve a place. He's going to be able to get past the Aston Martin here surely and improve up to P6. He does so.
We're going to see Lando Norris get a very easy pass here on Lewis Hamilton.
The hard tyre is the one to be on. Lewis Hamilton's coming into the pits, but he's going to be passed before he gets there by Lando Norris. Has to back out of it, and then he will aim for the pit lane. Lando Norris up to second place. Late on the brakes for Carlos Sainz. Late braking move and a position gain for Sainz, who was distraught with being impeded when he had Isaac Hadjar in the way yesterday. And that is the Williams driver getting past Ford Meso. Sonoda is the driver we're on board with, trying to improve, and he did improve, up to 13th, going in to the final chicane. Max Verstappen said he was very happy with the initial balance he had at the start of the weekend. The Red Bull was struggling with the grip. Again, the leading pack, he goes early for the fresh rubber. Kimi Antonelli coming in, trying to secure his first podium in Formula 1. He's the 3rd youngest podium finisher, behind Lance Stroll, behind Max Verstappen. He was able to climb onto that rostrum. He is fighting his way ahead on the racetrack, but it's a different corner that does always give the advantage to the inside line. We saw that last year in mixed conditions, and it was close, but Verstappen stays ahead. This was at the hairpin. Lance Stroll getting past Pierre Gasly.
So unlike the block pass that we saw from Sainz earlier on, he had a lot to do through at the apex. I think Gasly just saw that coming and didn't turn see a crash on a day that's pretty tough for him.
Yeah, that's a bit out people's new way. I'm just looking at it. Running on the ground. Yeah, we see.
Lance Stroll got a 10-second penalty for forcing Pierre Gasly off the racetrack.
Go. Reis met geld weer. Werktoegang. Die anderen niet verder. Pak je voorsprong. Samen met 70 miljoen anderen voor Liefbrand.
4.1 seconds separate the top four. We waited a while for them to bunch up, but bunch up they have.
This is a straight fight between you, Verstappen and Antonelli.
And that gap's come down from 4 seconds to 2.5 since the pit stop for the second McLaren in the Grand Prix. It's close this time. Antonelli is driving on those mirrors and now looks further ahead. They both make the chicane. Antonelli under huge pressure right now as we go to the first turn on the racetrack.
They would be very brave to get a pass done here.
Oh, that angle made it look like he was going for the latest of lunges.
It did.
They've been saying all the way through the season, at some point it's going to get close.
Says attack Oscar while he doesn't have DRS.
That's the encouragement from race engineer to driver, building up to 200 miles per hour. Oscar Piastri looking in the left mirror because his rival for the title is right there, but unable to shape for the move. Another DRS zone coming his way right about now.
Lando's engineer is with him in the cockpit all the way, isn't he? He was sort of giving him the ABC of how to qualify yesterday. Now a little bit of advice with the DRS, which, you know, that should be a no-brainer.
Is there an opportunity for Lando Norris? Thinking about it to the inside. Lando Norris with the move of the hairpin. Piastri tries to fight back. The crowd on their feet in the grandstand. The top two in the World Championship side by side. Heading into the final chicane. Piastri and Norris separated by nothing to 200 miles per hour. Norris inching clear. Late on the brakes for Piastri. Does he make the corner? He does. But he's compromised. And Norris can't fight his way by. We go to turn one. No, he's ripped off the front wing! The McLarens collide! Lando Norris into the wall and out of the race! Chasing fourth place, the McLarens collide and Norris is out! He does! And they ran wheel to wheel for so long, but collided on the pit straight. This is the straight before.
Yeah, wheel-to-wheel stuff, and always going to be advantage Oscar on the brakes on the inside. He risked all. You see, he goes a bit deep through the right. That compromises him a bit for the exit. And then we've got Lando with that slipstream, and he's actually hit his wing on the back of Oscar.